Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, welcome to ispeakyoruba2.com. This is your one-stop place for everything Yoruba language. Thank you for learning Yoruba language with I Speak Yoruba Too. Hello beautiful people, ẹ káàbọ̀. Welcome to I Speak Yoruba Too, and my name is Ìyẹn. How are you all doing? I hope you're good. Can you believe that you have listened to 8 episodes of I Speak Yoruba Too podcast lessons already? I mean 8 episodes. Wow, that is amazing. That is incredibly amazing. You have learned quite a lot of expressions. You now know how to say basic greetings in Yoruba, and you can say things like bẹ́ẹ̀ni, rárá, jọ̀ọ́, ẹ káàbọ̀, ó dàbọ̀, má bínú, and many more. That, beautiful people, deserves a round of applause, and this right here is for you. I hope you recognize some of the words I said earlier. If you don't, please try to review the lessons again, okay? To refresh your memories, and know that you can always ask me questions at any time. All you need to do is send an email to eniola@ispeakyoruba2.com or reach out to me on my Instagram at isyoruba2, and I'll be more than happy to help you to answer your questions, okay? So, what do I have for you in this lesson? Well, at the end of this lesson, you will be able to say this and that. In the last lesson, we touched a little bit on how to say this, isn't it? In this lesson, we will go a lot more in depth on the various ways to say and use the word this in Yoruba. But, shall we do a quick review? Alright, do you remember what I need to do to turn a sentence like, this is a book, into a question? Yes, I will need to add the word ṣé at the beginning of the sentence. Ṣé is what turns the sentence into a question. Ṣé ìwé nìyí? Ṣé ìwé nìyí? Is this a book? Well done if you remember that correctly. But if you don't, you can always go back to lesson 8 and listen again. So, diving into today's topic. In English, this can be used in various ways, such as on its own as a pronoun, like this is my book, and also used as a modifier for other words like this book is mine. Okay, in Yoruba, this can mean different words in different situations. There are actually 3 major ways to say the word this in Yoruba, and each one can sometimes be used interchangeably. Sometimes. Let's begin with the one that we already touched on, and that is yi. Yi. Yi can be used as both a pronoun and a modifier. Here are some examples. Ọkọ̀. Ọkọ̀ is a car. Ọkọ̀ yìí. Ọkọ̀ yìí. This car. Bàtà. Bàtà means shoe. Bàtà yìí. This shoe. Oúnjẹ. Oúnjẹ. Oúnjẹ means food. Oúnjẹ yìí. Oúnjẹ yìí. This food. Can you see how yi is used to specify the noun? Okay, so let's look at an example. Picture yourself in the shop where you want to buy, suppose, a shoe. Okay, there are a lot of different types of shoes in the shop. So you pointed at one and say to the seller, Mo fẹ́ ra bàtà yìí. Mo fẹ́ ra bàtà yìí. I want to buy this shoe, not any other shoe in the shop. This particular one is the one I want. So, mo fẹ́ ra bàtà Yi. That is one way to use the word this. Yi. Let's look at other ways to say this in Yoruba. Èyí, 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 and eléyìí, eléyìí, eléyìí. Èyí and eléyìí can also both mean this or this one. This one. Both words are often used interchangeably. So let's go back to our shoe shop example. You already pointed to the shoe you want in the shop and you said to the seller, Mo fẹ́ ra bàtà yìí. I want to buy this shoe. But then the seller suggested, eléyìí ńkọ́? Eléyìí ńkọ́? What about this one? It can also be èyí ńkọ́? Èyí ńkọ́? Èyí ńkọ́? What about this? And you can reply saying to the seller, eléyìí ni mo fẹ́. I want this one. Or èyí ni mo fẹ́ still means I want this one. Èyí and eléyìí. Okay. The difference between yi and èyí or eléyìí is that yi cannot be used on its own. It has to be used together with a noun or a pronoun. As you've seen in the previous examples, ìwé yìí, this book, bàtà yìí, this shoe. Okay? It needs to be used with a noun or pronoun. But èyí and eléyìí can be used as a standalone sentence. For example, if you're asked, which one do you want? You can simply say, eléyìí. Eléyìí. As simple as that. Èyí and eléyìí can also mean the one. The one. It can also mean that. Say, for example, okay, let's use the example of girls. You have bags, right? You have an old bag and then you have a new bag. So you said to your sister, oh, bring me my bag. And then she asked you, which bag do you want? And you reply saying, eléyìí tí mo ṣẹ̀ rà. Or èyí tí mo ṣẹ̀ rà. That means the one I just bought. Can you see how èyí and eléyìí is used as the one? The one I just bought. Eléyìí tí mo ṣẹ̀ rà. So now you know the different ways to say and use this in Yoruba. Yìí, èyí, eléyìí. Okay, now let's look at how to say and use that in Yoruba. Also, there are two ways of saying that in Yoruba. First is ìyẹn, ìyẹn, ìyẹn. And the second is ìyẹn, ìyẹn. Okay, let's look at the difference between ìyẹn and ìyẹn. They sound almost the same, but there is a difference between them, okay? So, ìyẹn is often used together with a noun or a pronoun, all right? Here are some examples. Again, ọkọ̀. Ọkọ̀ means car. Ọkọ̀ yẹn. Ọkọ̀ yẹn. That car. Bàtà yẹn. Bàtà yẹn. That shoe. Oúnjẹ yẹn. Oúnjẹ yẹn. That food. So that is how you use yẹn. Yẹn is also used together with the be verb ni. I hope you remember the be verb ni. It represents the be verb is, am, and are. If you don't remember, Please listen to lesson 7. Ìyẹn is used together with ni. When they are used together, they become one word instead of two. Ni and ìyẹn is pronounced as nìyẹn, 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 one word. Okay? So you can say ọkọ̀ yẹn, ọkọ̀ yẹn, that's car. Ọkọ̀ nìyẹn, ọkọ̀ nìyẹn, that is a car. Can you see how nìyẹn is used? Okay, let's look at 2 more examples. Bàtà yẹn, that's shoe. Bàtà nìyẹn, bàtà nìyẹn, that is a shoe. Okay? And the last one, ilé yẹn, ilé yẹn, that house. Ilé nìyẹn, ilé nìyẹn, that is a house. That is how you use ìyẹn and nìyẹn. Okay? Now let's see how we use ìyẹn. Ìyẹn. Ìyẹn actually means that one. Okay? It can be used as a complete sentence on its own. Now, one more time, let's go back to our shoe shop example. You have pointed to the shoe that you want, but the seller have pointed to another one. So now you are pointing to one that is far away from both of you and then said, ìyẹn ńkọ́? Ìyẹn ńkọ́? What about that one? That one that is far away from both of you. So you're pointing to it. ìyẹn ńkọ́? Ìyẹn ńkọ́? What about that one? You can reply saying, ìyẹn mi ò fẹ́ràn ẹ̀. That one, I don't like it. ìyẹn mi ò fẹ́ràn ẹ̀. Okay, everyone. Now you know how to say and use this and that in Yoruba in various ways. Yìí, èyí, eléyìí, yẹn, nìyẹn, ìyẹn. I know all of these words seems really hard to pronounce and they sound so similar, but don't worry, the more you use them, the more you'll be able to differentiate them and the more you will understand how they are different from each other. Okay? Thank you so much for listening to today's lesson. Ẹ ṣé, mo dúpẹ́ gan. Please remember to share this lesson and subscribe. And that is it from Eniola today. I'll see you all again very soon.